Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do another quick review. This one is another Run figure from One Piece, and this is the Run Yamato. Now this is the third release in the set, and immediately we've left the Straw Hats behind, and it is a bit unfortunate, especially since I want to collect all the Straw Hats in this line. But it is what it is. I like Yamato as a character, or at least as a character from what I know, because I'm not up to their part yet in the manga or anime. But I like their design. I've had a lot of figures of Yamato, and there's just something about them. I just really like the aesthetic. So I thought I'd grab this. The Run line is a set of figures where it's One Piece characters as kids running. And it's based on an end credit sequence from early One Piece, and they've started putting in characters that weren't originally in that set, but still part of that sort of theme. So that's what we've got here today, the Yamato. And as you can see, I've already unboxed it because there was a previous unboxing video that I did on the channel, which was my December haul. So I've left it unboxed, and you can see the box was quite simple, just a promo image on the front, window into the front as well, big branding and promo images all around. And you can see that this figure, we actually do get an option for display. So we'll get through that, which means that it is a bit better than the Zoro figure, which had no additional options for display. It was just pretty much a static figure. But taken out of the box, here is the Yamato as they came. So they're running to the left. The Zoro was the only figure, I believe, that will run to the right, unless they do some other thing just to break up the aesthetic a bit. But so far, Zoro is the only figure that runs to the right. So we've got Luffy and Yamato both running to the left, and Zoro running to the right. And here they are on display, just so you can see that. But I quite like this figure just because Yamato's design has a lot going on. There's a lot of vibrant colors, just Yamato's head in general. There's the white hair transitioning into the sort of like aqua or tealish green sort of color. It's really hard to describe. There's the bright red horns, as well as the gold little hair clip holding the ponytail. So even just in the hair, there's a lot going on. In the body, there's the nice white kimono with the purple accents. There's the red pants. There's the big clogs. There's the big bow at the back, as well as smaller details like the handcuffs, which I'm sure are important to the story, and the details on the base. I believe that this is heavily related to them as a character and Wano. So I won't really get into it, but I have seen the sort of design of like that skull head with the horns before, so I know it's important. So I do like that so far all of the bases of the characters have something important to do with the characters or where the character started out. And just all of the paintwork is really nice. I like the dynamic feel of the figure. I thought Zoro was nice, but he wasn't like super dynamic. Like he was running, but it didn't really like feel like there was a lot of movement. I feel like in this figure there's a lot of elements moving. So like the ponytail being pulled back a bit, the chains flicking backwards, even the pants flowing a bit. So it's nice, I like that. And all of the paintwork is fantastically done. No real issues at all. It looks really, really, really good. And much like the Zoro and Luffy, there is a ball joint at the head, and this is pretty much just there for a strange little aesthetic choice. You can just change the feel of the figure a little bit. Now, Yamato's hair does get in the way of the ball joint, so you can't get as free motion without a bit of effort, but you can just change up the look a bit. So if you don't like them looking straight onto the side, depending on how you've displayed them, you can have them looking off a bit more, so you can actually look the figure in the eyes a bit, which I think works pretty decently, especially with the alternate hand parts. So you can swap out both of Yamato's hands to put in this new pair of hands that are holding a book. Now I believe the book is important to Yamato's story as well. It's an old tattered book. It looks really nice, like all of the coloring and detail on it is really, really good. And on the front of the book, so the part that Yamato's actually reading, I can make out a little bit of Japanese. I can't read the kanji down the bottom, but I believe it says Oden. and I know that a big part of Yamato's personality is based on Oden, so I'm gonna guess that that's the start of something big for them. But I do like that attention to detail. I like all of the detail in the book, honestly, and because of the way I've set it up, the book casts a big shadow on Yamato's head, which makes the ball-jointed head way better, because then I can tilt Yamato's head off to the side so I can see them and the book a bit easier. And I think it just looks nice that way. So similar to the Zoro, there isn't all that much to talk about. Granted, I have talked a bit more about this one just because there is a bit more going on aesthetic wise, and you do get an alternate part, so there is more to discuss that way. But again, it is a simple figure. All of these Run figures are decently affordable as well, probably like a little bit more than a pop-up parade. I believe they're like somewhere between 6,000 to 7,000 yen or thereabouts, definitely under 10,000 yen in Japan. If they get a bit more crazy with them, I'm sure that they'll do higher prices, but generally they are fairly affordable figures, and they're not that crazy, but the paintwork and detail is very good on all of them. And I'm looking forward to future releases. The next one is going to be Uta, then after that I believe it's Law, then after that it's Sanji, then after that it's Ace, then after that it's Sabo, then after that it's Robin, and then they just recently announced Nami, but they haven't shown it yet. So there's a lot to look forward to in this line, especially because they will be returning 2 Straw Hats, and I really just want all the Straw Hats, and we'll see what the damage is after that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.